For this question, we want to find the domain of the function f of x equals negative 5x plus 7. As we look at this function, we're looking for signs of restrictions on the domain. And what I mean by that is we're looking for a variable to be in the denominator because division by 0 is undefined and the denominator cannot equal 0 because of that. That would be a restriction. You could also look for variables underneath a radical because the square root of a negative gives you imaginary numbers, and that's not in the domain. So when we're looking at the function, we're looking for restrictions like that. This function f of x equals negative 5x plus 7 doesn't have any of those restrictions. More specifically, this function is called a polynomial function, and we have a definition of polynomial functions. A polynomial function is of the form f of x equals a sub n, x to the n, plus a sub n minus 1, x to the n minus 1, plus ... meaning that pattern continues, plus a sub 1x plus a sub naught. This is where n is this highest power on x. N is a non-negative integer. I've got a list here of integers, 0, 1, 2, and so on. These are only the non-negative integers. And the coefficients are from the real numbers. So we can see that we have that here. In this example, n would be 1, that highest power, on x, and the coefficients of negative 5 and 7 are from the real numbers. This is a polynomial function, more specifically because of this n being to the first power. We say it's a linear function. Once we recognize that we have a linear function, we can find the domain by understanding that there are no restrictions on functions like this. So the domain of every polynomial function is all real numbers, and we write that in interval notation as negative infinity to infinity. So the domain of this function is negative infinity to infinity, or all real numbers, because the function is a polynomial function, and a polynomial function doesn't have any restrictions. Thank you for checking out my videos. Have a great day.